Okay, controller's cooperating, game is showing up. Everything's been updated. We're good to continue. Onward we go, everyone. Boy, there's the question of, do I remember what I was doing last time? And the answer to that question is no. Why do I feel like this is running faster? I don't know. It's fine. Everything is fine. And of course, sorry for not chatting directly to all of you as much. During that, as you might imagine, I had my hands a little bit full, but hopefully everybody out there is doing well. And Shiro, if you're still listening, thank you again for that raid. I know I didn't react entirely at the time, so worth making sure to follow that up. I'm just getting my reflexes back in for a quick second here over in the surface area. I forgot we have the attack speed increase now. Let's see, I've got the Lamp of Time, so there's a couple things I can do with that. We have the majority of the items. I mostly just have to keep going back to that place I don't like, don't I? Which I know doesn't narrow it down at all, but still. Of course. I'm a little too all over the place, and I had half planned, half didn't to keep going with this today. So I didn't actually do my usual, at least for this game, bookkeeping as to what I was doing last and what I'm supposed to be doing next, because this game is very hard to keep track of sometimes. Like, doing a game a day a week pretty much is rough at times. But I think I still need to go in here for something. So I think there's still something I'm missing in here. Aside from a brain, I'm definitely missing a brain around here. This is probably a very bad place to go right out the gate while I'm still remembering what I'm doing. But we're here. We definitely want Lonely House moving. Because for those wondering why I would want something like that, if I turn off some of my software, I will demonstrate. Don't need snapshots right now. Don't have enough room for it still. Turn the mail off for now. Move.exe combines with a bunch of other software, specifically to do exactly what it sounds like it would do. It gives you new abilities. Specifically, Move, I believe, is half of the combination to make the whip stronger, and there's also one relating to extending your iframes attached to Move.exe that I remember offhand. Now, as to whether I will remember all of those combinations, no. In fact, let me go grab the software list so I can correctly tell you what those combinations were. Sure, I can get there from that page, that'll be fine. There's just gonna be a couple bits here and there where I'm looking at a web page, so just bear with me. So I can make sure I'm on the right track of things and we're not wasting everyone's time. It can very easily turn into a situation where nothing is happening. Because I am lost. Why is this webpage so bad? Why are the ads going insane again? Probably need to update that blocker. I'll figure that out later. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. The one we have right now restores my health back to 32 when it hits 0. So basically it stops me from dying once. And if I combine that with another piece of software that, like I said before, that's what makes the whip better. I thought I had the whip combination, but apparently that's not the one I had. I have the don't die one, which is honestly better anyway. At least for me. The whip upgrade is very nice. But at the rate I've been getting my head kicked in this game, we desperately needed the death protection. So with the way this game deals out damage, 32 health's really just going to be one extra hit. But that could be the make or break point. I feel like there was a place I was looking for in this list that we don't have access to right now. Probably because I haven't gone there. Oh, no, it's because I still haven't gotten the Chamber of Birth Grail point. That's why. We never did make it there, because we kept dying or getting lost. That's right. Now I remember. And the best way back there is over here. It's coming back to me. I think I went the wrong way to get to where I want to go, though. I think I wanted to go one more screen to the right. My fairy, no. Oh, and there went my only other heal. Oh well. For those who don't know, which is probably most people, the only way to heal in this game is to either go back to the hot spring at the top, go to a hot spring that's here, or fill that blue meter underneath my health up there to get a full heal. And then, of course, the fairy you saw me have a few moments ago. Yeah, I think I missed my exit. Yep, I know exactly where I needed to go now, and I went the wrong way like 4 times. Bear with me. We will be there soon. Actually, no, it'll be quicker just to warp back up there. I could fiddle around with that, but it's not worth it. What I need to do is jump down the same hole I did, but take a short hop part way down. To see that doorway right underneath us, that's where I actually wanted to go. There we go. Because it's down from here to get to the door I wanted to go to. I remember now. Welcome to hell, full of elephants. It does have good music, though. Oh yeah, did I mention the giant swords? Because, yeah, there's giant swords. They're a problem. Because they do percentage damage. So yeah, you know, all that health I had, yeah, it was meaningless. Right, we did that already. What else can I do here right now? Because this place is kind of tricky to find your way around in, especially when you're under constant threat. I think I need to break that wall from the other side. We still don't have the map for here. We are in danger. Yes, we're in danger. I'm gonna die. I am so glad I had that death protection, because I fucked up. For context, anything in a room with that blue eye that is sacred, if I hit it, that eye will zap me with lightning, as you saw happen. So, yeah. That's not ideal. And then there's the ninjas. We need to go heal, or we are going to die a miserable death. While I'm healing, I'm just making sure I caught up on the Twitter notifications I needed to do. There we go. I think I'm caught up. This does mean I have to do that quick run through the graveyard of the giants again, but that's fine. This is an easy trip to make when I don't forget which way I'm going. I'm just not sure this is the correct way to get in there at this point. Because we might actually be in a situation where I can't access what I need to from this door. And I might need to go the other way now. Or a third way, which does exist. I just don't know if I can get there. There's also a very real possibility I may actually have to do more boss fights to get the rest of what I need to do open. Because we can't access this door in the background here until we kill the boss of the Chamber of Extinction, I believe. I believe those are the two that are connected to each other. And we're dead. So you might think that running through those spikes was a bad idea. They don't actually hurt you once you're behind them. Once you're safely ensconced in the spikes, they don't actually hurt you further, and you can actually walk past them as well. You just can't fall on them. But on that thought of I have to beat the Chamber of Extinction boss, am I still... No, I'm still missing something for fighting that, though. Because I have the plane model, which is one of the two things you need for this fight. But I, one, haven't triggered where the fight is to exist yet. And I don't think I have the area's Ankh Jewel. No, I do not. I'm actually way behind on Ankh Jewels. I also probably should get la-mulana translated before I even think about any of... Good job, me. Way to waste your lamp of time. So I forgot I still had it equipped. So I was gonna demonstrate the fact that I still don't know how to read that. Instead, the guy who doesn't know how to read also doesn't know how to use a lamp. I'm glad we have a healing fairy while I'm fumbling so much. This is just the trap area for if you fall through that hidden area in the middle above me there. Honestly, a lot of today is probably going to be me remembering where things are and how to do things and picking up like 1 or 2 items. This is probably not going to be a particularly productive session today. But I promised myself I was at least going to fit this game in this week, so it wasn't left entirely. Because if I left this for more than a week, I absolutely probably would not recover idea-wise, particularly. I think we can get set up to fight the Twin Labyrinth boss as well at this point. I'm just gonna quickly take stock for a second. Bosses we've beat. Amphisbaena here in the Guidance Gate. Sakit over here in the Mausoleum of the Giants. We killed Ermac here in the Temple of the Sun. We dealt with this Bahamut. We dealt with V. We haven't dealt with the Chamber of Extinction boss, the Twin Labyrinth boss, or the Endless Corridor boss. Those are the remaining Guardians, particularly, that I need to worry about, I think, based on my memory of the game. And then, of course, the Mother herself needs to be dealt with, but that's a whole other issue. We're still missing a good chunk of the software, but software is 90% optional. There's a couple things you need, like the reader, you kind of need. You need snapshots for the mantras. And theoretically, you need... I think it's Mirai is the one that was letting me swap to the backside areas. But technically, you don't need that to complete the game, because you could just walk. But why would you walk? But I'm remembering now that basically everything else that I need is tied to a specific sequence of events. And I'm trying to remember where we're at in that sequence. So it's gonna take a second. Because I did admittedly choose a very awkward point to stop. Not the last time. So... what do I need to do the thing in here again? Right, I still need that item. Without that one, I can't do boss fight. Okay, so a lot of it hinges on that mini-boss over here. But I need to use... okay, I was remembering right. I do need to be in the Gate of Illusion right now. Oh, I think. Because there's a specific puzzle I need to do there in order to get the next item in line. But I need to go recharge my Lamp of Time before we can do anything, particularly with that information. And the Lamp of Time can only be recharged by finding specific pedestals for it, which I think the easiest one we determined was over here in the Temple of Moonlight. So I think I also determined that the easiest way to get to it wasn't from this door, actually. And I also need to go buy weights because I just realized I'm out of those. And I can't do much without weights because I can't move pedestals without weights. And almost everything is tied to pedestals in this game. So we'll go ahead and get 15 of those. That should hold me for the time being. Alright. Now, once more doing the thing I was trying to do. But we'll go about it the correct way. No, theoretically the correct way. The quicker way, I suppose, would be the more accurate statement. Ah! Gravity. You won't take fall damage in this game, so it doesn't matter that I was falling rapidly, except if I landed on these jokers. It would have been an issue. But what I want to do is actually go into the Temple of the Moon from the front door. I think. No. The other door. I mean, I guess technically this would be the front door that I'm going back to right now. Oh, wait. I'm stuck in here now. No, I'm not. I've got two different ways out of here. do actually want to use this door, I think, to get close to where I want to be. No, I do not. But it's fine. I'll make my way there from here, because otherwise we're just going to keep circling the drain and getting nowhere. Still not 100% sure how to get through this. 'Cause that strikes me with lightning. Like, I think there might, like, be a breakable ceiling in here or something that I have to get in through, or something weird along those lines. Or maybe I can only break that from the... Ah! Never mind. I have to be in a specific spot to break that. Okay. I was gonna say I have to break it from the side, but technically I did. So we can go ahead and trigger this, which is, I believe, just a shortcut, so it doesn't especially matter. Now that we did that... There we go. And now we can trigger this pedestal. And ta-da! The light of the god of death delivers death to all living things. Only those who hold the Book of the Dead may escape this fate. That's teaching you that the Book of Death protects you from things like that Anubis's life drain beam. And now this shortcut's open. It's a kind of meaningless shortcut to us at this point, because I'll show you where it goes, for those who weren't here before. It just takes you back to the Tower of the Goddess. Which is why it's a mostly meaningless path, is it actually takes you here. Which is why it doesn't particularly matter, because we mostly did this place already. This is one of the few paths that pass through an area before taking you to where they actually go. But having it open means I don't have to think about that anymore. Which is always nice. But we can also climb this ladder now, which doesn't lead much of anywhere, but helps me get up here quicker. Which up here is where I want to be, because if I'm remembering right, the Lamp of Time spot I was thinking of is right above here. Which is why I actually should have taken the door I used the first time, or come through the pyramid. It's fine. You see that flame up there? That's what I need. There we go. Lamp of Time consumes the flame, and now is lit once more. Now, figuring out where to go in here to do the thing that I know I need to do is going to be a whole moment. So I didn't look at where I need to go to do the thing yet. I just looked at the fact that I need to be in this area, so we're not hunting all over various areas all day. That's the wrong way. I know I'm looking for a room with a lot of pottery in it. That's not it. This ain't it, Chief. I didn't want to fall in there. Well, it's fine. Knock it off. There's also this upside-down door that I should deal with at some point. Wrong way. It might be up here that I need to go. Just need to wait for the elevator to come back. Any day now. There we go. No, this is the opposite of where I wanted to be. Because this just brought me back to where we started this path from. Welcome to the way the Gate of Illusion works. A lot of it is convoluted and annoying. That's not where I want to be either. Where the hell is this room I'm thinking of? God damn it. Guess who keeps forgetting he doesn't have bat protection yet? This guy. I know there's something weird I need to do to get where I'm going. I'm just having a lot of trouble processing that concept. And that fairy symbol is accurate. We need a key fairy around here somewhere for another part of this whole situation. Which I guess I could go fish for a key fairy while I remember things. Wouldn't be the worst idea I've had. Though fishing for one here would be a terrible idea, because positioning-wise, managing to actually trade out fairies would be complicated. Okay, that's not something I need to worry about. Was making sure a notification wasn't a big deal. There's enough random holes and things in this place that I kind of have to poke and prod the ceiling and the floor and just everywhere, just in case sometimes. I might just be in the wrong part of this place, like I have been with many things. It might be tied to that ladder on the right there. Well, we're stuck in this section until I use the teleport anyway. Yep, still can't read that. Though, that symbol there is related to what I'm trying to do. If I could read that, it probably would give me a hint toward the puzzle I'm doing. Or, rather, the puzzle I'm trying to start doing. So I probably should actually go focus on learning to read first. Which involves me getting 3 tablets that have both languages on them. We got one. I just need to remember where the other 2 are. Which I don't think it's here. I think the other one is... I think one of them is actually in the Chamber of Birth, but I think that's the one we got already. Let me go get the idea for that. Because otherwise we will be here a while. I just gotta track down where that information is. Okay. Right, we never did that either. Okay. I've definitely done this in the wrong order, as I've done many things in this game. But at least that I know I can go do. Well, plus or minus the odds of me surviving. On the note of surviving, I probably should have went and healed first, but it's fine. Is there anything important in here? I bought the only thing important in here. Oh yeah, there's another Lamp of Time spot, so that would have probably been the easier one to get, actually, in hindsight. Oh well. I'm going the wrong way. Because for those paying attention, you'll see that that's an exit door over there, and that's not going to help us. We don't want to go over there either. Well, there's bad times. At the very least, not going the way I was going. Though getting lost has a benefit in this case, because I should be able to generate enough experience to heal. For too awful long. And that will save us some time, theoretically. I actually want to jump down the hole where that crusher is to get to where the thing I need to deal with is. If I haven't already done that, which I'm pretty confident we haven't. Nope, he's still alive. He's right here. I think he died? I don't know if him dying... Nope. He didn't die enough for that to count, huh? God damn it. This is the problem with this fight in particular, is you get knocked off the level a lot, so you end up having to redo it 30 times. Okay, there's the... Get set back to 32, and back down the hole. Present. God damn it. It's also kind of awkward jumping through here. There we go. At least we're now at full health, too. I really gotta stop jumping into him to try to hit him, but I'm impatient. Because I need to get at him before he electrifies, or it's a problem. Now that we're up here, we can just get... Ah! Why did 3 hits not kill him that time? Killed him last time. Disagree. Pox on you and a pox on your house, video game. Got him. That's literally all I needed, was just for it to line up right, and now this doorway's open. The goddess of the mountain changes her form into the goddess that loves blood and war. To assuage her anger, thou must get down on the ground and pray. Not only is that a hint, but that's the next stage of learning the language. Or, more specifically, getting our translator to learn the language. There's something that shoots you here as well. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. Aside from it's unpleasant. But this also opens more of the Tower of Ruin, because we can go up here. Which... No, never mind, we already were able to be here. Which I think is where my confusion with this room came from to begin with. But that's 2 out of 3 of the tablets now. We just need to go over here and find the last one. Gravity. Pay no mind to the fact that I can just jump in the air out of that. It's fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, that's Semaranta, not the one I'm looking for. Wait, what was that? Mother's soul sleeps within the shrine of the mother, we know that. That's where the last Ankh lies, of course. You've traveled through these ruins, your strength will put the mother to rest. We, the 4 philosophers, have been blocking 3 paths. My path has been opened. Seek Phobos and Giltorio for the other paths. Nope, we're good. Ah, there we go, there's his path. You need to talk to the philosophers more than once over time. And I forgot that this was a point where I needed to talk to that one again. Because we talked to them once to learn about their existence and what their purpose is, and then we have to, basically, once things are triggered, come back to them for them to open their particular doors. Getting into there, though, I'm not sure, and this dog is going nuts. Stop it. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a weapon fair that's floating over my head. For those who haven't seen those, it just uses your sub-weapons constantly. Which, it at least uses them for free. So you got that, but not one I usually worry too much about using, because that involves getting her to line up her shots. Ah, right, this room is also open. Do I want to deal with this puzzle? This puzzle is very good. It gives us something I would love to have. Those who seek power, prove thine knowledge. If thy spirit is balanced and just, the power shall be granted. So basically, how this puzzle works is you have to balance these two scales using all of the objects provided. But there's a catch. The objects provided do not balance. No matter what order you put them on these pedestals in, they will not balance. You need to add something more. And for sake of my sanity, let me pull up the correct order for this, because otherwise we'll be doing this 1,000 times, and it's a long reset to do it, because this is one of the puzzles that locks if you fail, as far as I remember. Because, basically, the idea is the weights don't actually line up, like I said. The remaining weight we need is the weight of ourselves. You can find out Lemez's weight in order to do the math in-game, so it is entirely possible to figure it out reasonably, but it is a long-form puzzle, and it takes a lot of doing. So for the sake of expediting things, that's why I'm doing this. It does not matter which side things are put on as long as they're consistent, so... This... And by which side they're put on, I mean, it says left and right, so as long as everything that says left is put on one side and everything that says right is put on not the left side, you're good. 1, 2, 3... And now we put 1... 2, 3. Ta-da! The final whip upgrade, the flail whip. Which is why we really wanted this. This is, I believe, the second strongest weapon in the game? But it has the advantage of being very fast. Like, I believe technically the other upgradable weapon is stronger, I think? But it's kind of a trade-off. You can just use whichever one and you're pretty golden. I'm really wishing I had went and got the software to upgrade the whip now. Because I was not really anticipating doing this puzzle today, or at all, really. I was genuinely considering ignoring that puzzle entirely. Because I wasn't sure how I wanted to handle it. Like I said, it's possible to just do that puzzle. That doesn't solve my main question in this situation, though, because I was told I needed to... Wait. Oh, right, because I talked to the wrong one. I assumed the one there was the one I needed to talk to, but it's actually... yeah, that one. Right, because I need to go... Wait, no. Oh, wait, no, it does make perfect sense. I'm an idiot. Okay, bear with me. So, I probably need to actually finish solving that puzzle then, don't I? Because I don't think I have access to that... sign. I do have that bridge open, though. But I don't have that software. Right, okay, I just need to go get it, though. It's literally readily accessible. I just never bothered to go get it. Where in here is that? It's over there on the left, I think. Welcome back to the first area of the game, where I'm going to be way too strong for literally everything in here. We need to go back to a room I barely went to at all this entire trip through this game. Because you only need to go there like twice in the entire game, and technically only once if you do it in the right order. So I completely just blanked on this one. But I think it's up top of where we're going. Past that invisible bridge. Nope, this was a money room. Where the hell is that room? I know it's on the left side somewhere. Like, I can vividly picture the room in my mind. I just cannot remember where it connects to the rest of the ruins from. Which means, I guess it's down there all the way at the bottom. Because I know it's not that little offshoot to the left in the middle. At least I don't think it is. I might just be wrong on that line to begin with, so I'll check that first to be on the safe side. Once I stop getting stuck on the invisible bridge. Yeah, because that's the Holy Grail room over there. Which may sound absurd. I don't know, because the Holy Grail room's there. Did I never read this? Oh yeah, that's the hint for the puzzle right above us. Apparently maybe I died after reading that and forgot to get it again. Who knows? And of course, I climb up to catch the elevator, and the elevator left me behind. Yes, this is the room. Chiyu, the demon who attained the power of eternity by absorbing the life force of innocent maidens, woe unto those that fall into the sacrificial abyss. That was the thing with piles of arms and all of our sub-weapons that we fought in the Gate of Illusion. He was feeding off of the ghosts of those maidens. But yeah, the whole thing is... Oh no, the spike trap is still active. Well, that's a problem. Wait. I thought... Huh. Clearly I forgot something. Is the doorway up there's open? And I thought since I had the door open, that means I must have stepped on the pressure plate. But apparently I'm wrong. So we'll just go fix that. And I could go to the Gate of Illusion to get in that room properly, but we already have the door open, so I may as well just use the door like a normal person. Crazy concept, I know. Oh wait, no, we don't have the ladder. The door is open, but the ladder isn't there. So I did screw this up somewhere. Okay, that's fine. I just gotta go find the door. Which I don't actually remember where it is. So that's a whole thing. Now that I think about it, I don't actually know if I've seen the door. I know we've been through it, so I have to have seen it at some point, but I mean recently. Because we've been in and out of here a bunch, so I easily could have seen it at some point, went through it, and then forgot. No, there it is. It's up there. I could have cleared those spikes with another jump, but I timed it wrong. Okay, so there's some nonsense in here. Ah, there it is. This. You'll notice that falls down and crushes the spikes. And now the ladder appears. read that again just so it's been read. The treasure box won't open because it only opens after the spike trap's dealt with. Yagyu Map Street. What this does is it tells you more about each area on the map. So, I'm going to turn Move EXE off again for the second. As you can see, now it shows you like where doors are, where exits are, things like that. It takes a little bit to figure out what all of these mean, but it's very helpful. Some of them are, of course, obvious, like the one with the Holy Grail on it's your Grail point. And the downward pointing arrows show you that you can exit the zone going down and enter somewhere. Left, same thing but going left. Up, same thing but going up. The blue and tan doors, I don't remember what they mean. I think one of them's a shop, and the other one's like somebody with information. I know they're background doors, I just don't remember which one's which. But yeah, now anywhere I have the map for, we have that information for. And we need that information over here. Not specifically over here, but somewhere connected to over here. I could have done this a long time ago, apparently, and got my wires crossed. Which is easy to do, because there's a lot of information you need to keep track of in this game. So I would recommend, if anybody decides to play this game, do as much of it as you can all at once. Don't split it up like I did. Splitting it up makes it a lot harder on you. But if we go up in here, we end up at the Shrine of the Mother. A very, very dangerous location, and somewhere we unfortunately need to be right now in order to finish learning the language. I need access to that tablet over there. In order to access it, I believe I need to use the Dragon Bone song, right? The Yagyu Map Street. Oh. I think I need to access the Shrine of the Mother from somewhere else, because if you look in the bottom left of the map, you'll see a skull. I'm pretty sure I need to use the Dragon Bone where that skull is. So, we're still not actually getting anywhere with that idea, because I need to get here from somewhere else then, before coming in here. That's a misunderstanding from something I remember looking at for this puzzle. I think last week. Might have been longer ago than that at this point. What other places connect to this hellhole? Twin Labyrinths, Endless Corridor... 2 from the Endless Corridor, and 1 from the Chamber of Extinction. Okay. So I can definitely get here, I think. Just a matter of which one is the good idea. And for what it's worth, no, you can't just go there and use the skull in the correct place. You have to actually have shown it to yourself on the map for it to exist. That one's one you can't shortcut. Unless I'm being lied to, which is entirely possible. And for those that end up watching on YouTube, I will most likely be splitting this VOD between the Ember Knight section at the beginning and this, just because I feel like that will be rather confusing for people. And La-mulana's been going long enough that I'll probably be making a playlist for it once it's done. And it'd be a little weird having the collab in the middle of the playlist. It would be a little awkward. So if you ended up watching this looking for that, that's why. Go look over there in the other playlist. So I guess let's try to figure out the way to get in there from here. Because apparently there's a way in there from here. From one of the sides of this. Which, the unfortunate thing is, both sides are named the same thing, because it's the two halves of the Twin Labyrinth. So I have no idea which side any of those things are on. But I think it's technically all one map. Which is something I never verified by going back to a spot, so I don't actually know. And I don't know what those blue and white symbols are still, either. Nor do I know what the pink boxes mean. Is there actually, like, a legend for this thing? It includes shops, NPCs, ferry points, exits and entrances, grail points, front and backside doors, crosses of light, and secret rooms. Okay, that helps and doesn't help answer that question at all. It helps in that I now know the list of what it can show me, which means I can narrow it down. Like, the blue and white things are probably crosses of light, because that's the same shape and coloration that crosses of light have. That would make sense. The fairy points are obviously the fairy symbol that's down there. So I guess the pink bordered rooms are secret rooms? Which is kind of crazy talk to me, but it's possible. I say as I fall into the same hole again, because I clearly pay attention to what I'm doing at all times. Oh, right. I was just wondering what that face does, and then it spat fire on me. Turns out, that's what it does. Spit hot fire. Make me sad. Use the shield, dummy. It doesn't do anything if it's in your pocket. Okay, so if I'm here in this room... Oh, no, I don't have access to the gate here. Is this the real one? Nope. So we must be in the back side then, because, as it said, the Ankh is always in the front side. And I went into a dead-end room like a genius. Well, it's not a dead-end room anymore. Once upon a time, this would have been a dead-end, because we wouldn't have been able to get up there, I think. So I think these platforms are off when the other platforms aren't on. I literally went in a giant circle, though. Good job, me. I do know where doors are, though, so I can check ones I haven't used before. Or in this case, check all of them, because I don't remember which ones I've used and which ones I haven't. This one's important, though. This one's also going to be complicated. The right hatch is skull, the left hatch is verdant. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to deal with what that's talking about. I need to deal with Baphomet before I can get up there. Because if by some miracle you can get up there to where those skulls are before you get rid of them, I believe they kill you. So, yeah. Don't do that. Though I'm not even sure how you would get up there without having done the thing you're supposed to do to get up there anyway. You would have to have jumped really creatively. And probably damage boost your way up there. Actually, now that I look at Yagyu Map Street, it is very obvious that this is all one place, because if you look, there's 2 Grail points. Sometimes I pay so much attention. It's shocking. Where does this door lead? Oh, god damn it. Good thing we got rid of the gas, otherwise I'd be on a timer now. Okay, so we ruled out the handful of top doors so far, though the skull door might very well be the one I needed. Because that would make sense. Because the Shrine of the Mother is supposed to be very late on in things. I'm also not sure what the relevance of the Crosses of Light is. I never figured that one out. Right, that's a one-way door, so I need to get in there from underneath. And this being the Twin Labyrinth means I have to reach around my ass to get to my elbow. Oh, well, we can check this. No, that's a familiar door down here. This is the one we used to get into the main bit of this before. Because it's, yeah, the one from the Temple of the Moon. Which is also exactly where we keep going to reactivate our Lamp of Time. I mean, I could just walk across rather than trying to find a gate. Because basically how those gates work is it takes you to the opposite side entirely from where you are, basically. So say I'm down here in the bottom right. If I went through a gate, I think it would put me top left, or it might just put me in the opposite spot on the left. I believe it's full opposite, though. I really need to not fall down that hole, because not only is it a trap full of spikes, but you also can't get back out of it and have to warp out, and it's annoying. There's also a handful of traps like that try to lock you out. You can be crushed by them. It sucks. I feel like the door I'm pursuing is going to be a waste of my time. But I'm going to check for sake of safety. So I'm remembering this path. And I think this is how we got into another area for the first time. Or we might not be able to go that way at all yet. Unless there's a path up from here. I think this is what we fought one of the mini-bosses for before, was gaining access to this doorway. Yeah, Twin Surrounding Wall I remember, so I think we've come in from here before. Yeah, this is the... I think that's actually the first one we used to really get in here in the first place. So that leaves the upper right one with the skulls on it, basically, I think. And the ferry one, I don't think we checked. As you can see, though, having the street view option does help you find exits to places that you might not have found, because it, I think, shows closed ones as well, considering we had the skull one showing up. Oh, right, this is the Inferno Cavern entrance, the other easy one that we used early on. Yeah, that means we checked all the doors in here then, and that means it must be the skull one that leads to the Shrine of the Mother, which means I need an item I don't have, because I think I need something specific as far as items go to open that skull area there. And I don't think we're getting that yet. I think that's still behind another problem or two that we haven't dealt with. But I'm not sure we can yet. Short of looking up the answers to those problems. Because we won't be able to read in order to be able to do the thing. No, I'm wrong. I've apparently forgotten a door. Because we're supposed to be able to get in there right now, according to the list. The skull door is somewhere completely different. So, I need to go to... Wait, really? That one's the one that leads there? Really? Did I just never go that way? Hang on, that doesn't make any sense. Like, it's possible I literally just happened to never go this way, but... This is a wild concept to me. Hang on. Oh, no shit. Huh. Actually, what more likely happened is I opened the door, went and left. So this might not help me at all right now, actually. Because this very much is a dead end. So that's why I didn't use this path at all, because this is a one-tile, one-way room, just like the other one. So we need to use the other entrance. The other entrance. Well, that explains that problem. So I need to get in here from there. Okay. So where is that door? Really? Huh. How have I been screwing some of these up so badly? Because you know that door I passed 1,000,000 times in here? That apparently is also the Shrine of the Mother door. So, did I just never go up here? No, this has to have been another case of I took one look at this and didn't go in. As I said, no, we'll come back later. Sleep Within the Woman. That's the one we had for the Philosopher's Ocarina. Which is why I was talking about that one being awkward. No, there's no door there. Okay. It looked like there should have been a door there, that's why I checked. Because sometimes it can fuck with you visually. But we appear to otherwise be at a bit of a dead end here. Like, we're at least inside the Shrine of the Mother now. But, at a slight impasse for how to get around in here all. Bahamut's Wedge. When in doubt, commit grievous violence against all walls and hope something breaks. Nope. Okay. So we might be at a dead end for this idea for the moment. Oh, no, I know exactly why we can't get anywhere, I think. Yeah, we need to come in from the other side for that, so... That means quite literally the only way into here is... also in the Endless Corridor, then. Okay. Because of course there's two freaking entrances in there. And it's all the way down there. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Because what that basically means is in order to get into the Shrine of the Mother and continue making forward progress, I need to actually go do that timer bit in the Endless Corridor that I kept failing to do. Which also tells me there's nothing I need for that, because we can't use the Lamp of Time to solve that anyway. So I just need to get good. Because as those who were here know, I kept getting real close to making it and not making it, so there's something in the route optimization that I need to figure out. Pretty sure there's nothing that increases our move speed, so... we're kind of stuck on that one. And we've always cleared the path beforehand, so it's not like an issue with enemies or anything. So now that we've got the Flail Whip, enemies absolutely aren't going to be a problem. Until the last few bits. Like, regular enemies don't exist to us anymore. I'm gonna clear the area just to be on the safe side still, though. Is one bad bump, like we've discussed many a time before, and the entire trip is wasted. As for those wondering, I have to back out of the area and come back in order to reset the timer puzzle that we have to do to get through this area. And if I do that, all the enemies respawn. So I basically have to do this clearing over and over again. I feel like since there's pots down here in the way, I'm probably meant to go the low road. So I've been going the high road every time, and that's been causing us to fail. That might be faster. We need to go get rid of that tiny horse. Tiny horse is great, but tiny horse needs to go. He will get in the way. Because for context, when I hit that pedestal up there above me, a pathway will open down here. We need to go the whole loop around within the time limit and get back here in order for the doorway to allow us through. That's why this is a problem. So I gotta go through all of this nonsense. I am wondering, though, would dropping down be faster? Then I go... I mean, I guess I avoid the spikes and avoid the risk of me bumping into the spikes like an idiot. But without enemies around, the spikes really aren't an issue. Because I just need to feather my jumps. We'll try taking the low road this time. I fucked up. And I think that's gonna be the pivotal fuck up. Yeah, because we got on screen, so if I hadn't hit the spikes, I think we would have made it. Now I need to go all the way back around, clear all of the enemies out again, unless I want to risk them hitting me. Which, them hitting me won't, like, kill me or anything. Damage-wise, it's not a problem. It's just going to slow me down and be inconvenient. It also... well, the pottery will stay gone. Like, I almost feel like they laid out those pots to show you the path. Because that would make a lot of sense for why there's some random pots around in this place. So, follow... the thing is, there's times like this where the pots are on both ends, so I guess it doesn't matter? And then the pot's down there. Which I guess the key over here would be avoiding getting your head stuck there, and then risking the spikes on top of that. Also, horse that was tiny is now massive. Still needs to die. There we go, we got our health back, so we're good on that. And that's just the game making fun of you for wasting your time. There we go. I think the brief time I spend falling is also a big problem. See, it's very close. I just need to not make the 1 or 2 mistakes I make every time. And then we'll basically have this. But we're gonna be here doing this for a bit while I get the execution down, I think. So just bear with me, or by all means, if people are bored watching that, you may want to find something else to do for a little bit. I understand. Everyone's time is valuable. Spend it wisely. Yeah, I both got stuck on this little ledge down here. Hello. Didn't find this before. More money is always good. And now I feel like the tablet down here about the he who toils for naught, you are foolish, is good life advice as well. If you're working hard for no good reason, you might want to revisit what you're doing. Like, working hard is good as long as it's purposefully working hard, and you're not working harder than you need to. Because efficiency is also a vitally important concept. There we go. I think not going into the falling animation helped as well, but I fucked up. I may as well just go back at this point. There's no way I'm making it in time. Oh, the door's not even fucking there. God. Ah. I probably should have put a profanity warning up again. It's fine. I don't think I'm being that excessive. I'm being a little. I doubt it's enough that it'll be a problem. I just need to get better about that. So I don't really want to leave excess warnings up all the time. I feel like that gives people more to click through and they're not going to do it. But I guess anybody who would be unwilling to do that probably ain't gonna stick around either way. I don't know. I'm of two minds with a lot of those things. Fun fact, while that horse is mid-sized, you can't hurt it. I don't know why that size in particular cannot be harmed. But upsettingly, that is exactly how that works. And I forget exactly how to trigger the size changes. I think it's just looping around or something. Something like that. You notice he's still the same size. Smash up the pottery. So I don't know if the horse is gonna matter. I'm debating leaving him alone. Okay, this isn't like a breakable or a hidden wall or something. I was wondering why the pot was there when the other pots did make sense for them being pathing. It was kind of crazy that there was just a pot up there for seemingly no purpose. There we go, now he's tiny. And now he dies. Okay. Now it's time to try the run again. Huzzah. I'm out of weights. That was wasteful. Well, on the bright side, at least we make the money back that we'd be spending on the weights. But still, bleh. Just give me 50 weights. I'm done thinking about weights for a while. I have had my fill of the concept of weights. Kind of sad to think that I played that room about as well one-handed while I was taking a drink as I do using both hands. I'm not sure if that's impressive or disappointing. It depends on which angle you want to look at harder on that one, I think. Okay, now back in this loop again. And I think we're getting another healing fairy. Yes, we are. If at any point we get a luck fairy or a key fairy, we will be immediately deviating from doing this to make use of those. If by some miracle we get one of those two before we get through this. Which could happen. That could quite easily be the reality we live in today. Considering. Ow. Block the flaming poop. There we go. Just gotta get rid of the last one of you, and I think we've got a clear path now. And there went our healing fairy. I feel like those fairies really do not last that long. I remember them lasting longer. But I think that's just the fact that I'm that caught in the loop of what I'm doing right now. The chat just disconnected again. It's been happening a lot lately. Like, it happened a bunch specifically today. I see the welcome to the chat room thing like 3 times in the chat right now. And I know it was resetting a bunch when we were doing the collab as well. And I almost reflexively went up the ladder instead of pressing the weight down, and that would have been shameful. Yeah, the high road just seems to straight up somehow take longer. Especially when you hit spikes like an idiot. The thing is, it doesn't make sense. Why does this take longer? Like, I guess it's getting around that spike there? Okay, then it must just be a Twitch issue, which there's no shortage of those. Okay, cleared all those out again. Ow. Cleared my innards out with a spike. Really not what I needed to do, but, you know. It certainly happened. I got a medium horse again, so can't kill it. I don't even go down there, so I guess I'm just gonna ignore it, because I don't think it has a ranged attack. You get to live this time, Blue Boy. That was probably needlessly harsh, but you know what? I made my feelings known. Now, see, I keep reflexively jumping up in that middle part as well, which does not help. Like, there's probably a trick to this that I'm just not realizing. That probably makes this infinitely less awful. But, well, we're here. There's, like, a key part is not getting stuck on this. Basically, what I need to do is hit the ground and just hop immediately. But I kind of glaze over where things are when I'm rushing through here. So that's why that keeps catching me over and over again. Dang it. Speaking of things catching me over and over again, I keep thinking I'm going to land short of the spike and get a face full of it again. So I'm good at this, I promise. There we go. Area's all cleared out. Hoping for a little bit more money to make up for the amount of weights I've had to buy for this process. Well then, we are deviating from my plan. I repeat, we are deviating from my plan. Because that is a luck fairy. That is gonna make me money. Because what luck fairies do is multiplies all drops. And this wall in particular right here drops a lot of money. So you can just sit here and keep motoring through it and make tons of coins. Solving all of my money woes with just the power of infinite walls. It also drops a lot more sub-weapon ammo and such from enemies if you end up finding yourself short on that as well. Makes enemies drop more money too, but the wall is a lot better for money. The only way I could be doing this better is if I had the item that allows me to break things like this in one hit. There we go. But yeah, a little over 300 coins in seconds. So we basically are back at the money I started today's session at. Admittedly, I'm not sure how many things there are left for me to buy that matter. I think there's a software piece or two that's still purchasable somewhere. might even be like a important item or such left in the shops, maybe. My software mounts aren't making sense. Let's see, we purchased snapshots already, and bomb ammo and flare gun don't matter, or particularly. No? Oh wait, I don't have the extra text base active, so some of my texts are missing. Nope, didn't have any more shops left in my list anyway. Is using this, you can record what the contents of a shop are. And the only one I had left was this one, which I still don't need anymore either. We do need to go get all the mantras still as well. But that's a whole other issue that probably won't be dealt with today. We can turn Zelput Mailer back on if I'm going to be keeping Yago Map Street on. I could turn Guild on as well in case there's hidden shops I'm not finding. Capster, I think, still doesn't do anything for us. I think the laptop is also the best I can get at this at all in the game anymore. Because you do end up having to pick and choose what software you have on at a time. That's just how the game works. Yeah, and bullets for the gun are 400. That's unfortunate that we ended up just short of buying bullets. Because otherwise I happily would have bought a gun. Well, I've already bought the gun, but you know what I mean. I would have bought the ability to use my gun again. There is a discounted bullet shop somewhere. I think it's like 200 instead of 400 in that shop. But I don't remember where it is. And it's not a priority to go find. And those unfamiliar with the game might be wondering, well, why would you want a gun so badly, and why is the ammo so expensive? The gun is the highest damage item in the game, I believe. I don't know if it's straight the highest damage, but it is a very, very powerful sub-weapon. But very limited use because of the fact that ammo is very expensive. But it's a very good way for to finish off upsetting bosses and things like that that you don't want to keep dealing with. I showed it off earlier by popping a couple bosses in the face. Because they were upsetting me. And at the time, we were still much, much weaker than we are now. Though, boy, were there a few times I wish I still had bullets. Giant horse. Cleaned all that out just to make sure I got the heal, so I don't have to worry about health. Okay. Now, I don't know if I just need to get on this screen with the lock, or if I have to actually get to the lock spot. So that's another thing we're gonna end up finding out. I was waiting for it to be a key fairy after getting the luck fairy, and it was gonna blow my mind. It's so difficult to manage to jump out of that. So I have to get to the lock with time left. Because it looked like it wasn't even there when I got there. Even though I had seconds left. Well, that's upsetting. Actually, let me make sure that this isn't like a case of I use the Key of Eternity when I get there. Uh-huh. I knew there was a catch. Remember how it tells you to, stop toiling for nothing? If I'm reading this right, I might be about to be annoyed. Because it was something I was suspicious of to begin with. Yep. There's a shortcut. Because I was wondering, it's like, you know, there's gotta be a better way. With how tight the timing is, that seemed not possible. Though apparently, considering there's a full route listing, it is actually entirely possible to do it straight up. Just, it is very particular. But yeah, I think, needless to say, I'm gonna do it the smart way. I'm gonna stop being a fool. But I also was right that I did need to use the Key of Eternity here. Here before time ran out. Which is what I checked for, and then ended up finding out the other thing by accident. Endure the endless trials. Enjoy the giant saw blades of doom everywhere. And by everywhere, I do mean everywhere. Gotta go right now. Gotta go. Let me through. Send help. Thankfully, down here's not actually as bad as up top. Up top is awful. Ah, okay. That's why it's called the Endless Trial. Well, good news, we don't need to do the time trial again, so let's just go ahead, go heal, come back and do that mess down there. I was wondering, because, like, I didn't see any saws, so something had to be wrong in that room. There was no way they were giving you a moving platform with nothing to ruin your day. Otherwise, they would just let you walk across the floor there. There was just no way that was gonna just be safe and clean the whole way. This game don't play that way. They absolutely would have wanted you dead. In some way, shape, and form. But we're actually making progress again now, so I'm happy. That's literally the key to my happiness, is me being able to at least make some small forward movement. As I say so frequently, especially while I'm playing this, is I never want to feel like I'm wasting my time or anyone else's. Because as I say so much, time is valuable. It should be spent doing things people enjoy. Or at least productive things. Yeah, I was doomed to saw on that one. Ow. Ow. Send help. Was that foolish on my part? Yes. Does it get me through it? Also yes. And right now I'm far more interested in just getting out of here. Okay. Oh yeah, we have the increased throwing speed now. I was like, why are my shuriken crossing this gap so fast? Okay, we didn't fall in. That's the important part. Okay, we're fine. I just needed him to not be there. Okay. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Ooh, you fuckers. Got it. I'm going to play it safe and warp out, though, because I... Wait, no, I have a solution. A solution that doesn't involve me having to warp out. Now we have the one-hit protection. Go! Yep, I anticipated hitting spikes at least once. That's why I wanted the one-hit protection. Okay. Everything's fine. There's the gate. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I just want to open this. Okay, there's no immediate threats. Let's read what this says, if we can. The one-eyed and the hundred-eyed shall appear. Return with the one-eyed, and the hundred-eyed shall lose its strength. Beyond that lies everything. Oh, this thing. Goodbye. I'll be back for you later. Goodbye. I'm seeing a lot of pop-ups of people playing things on Steam as well, so it's entirely possible that my internet might be having a moment, but my bitrate and my frames haven't dropped, so I don't know. Yeah, because we're still at 0% dropped frames on OBS, so I don't think it's anything with my internet. I don't know. Things be weird. But we've made more forward progress into the supposedly endless corridor. It does at least have an end. It just pretends to be endless. Practically endless, I guess, would be a better word for it. I'm so happy I have the flail whip. Totally didn't try to raise my shield and realize I was still holding shuriken. No, not at all. I should grab the fairy, actually. It's about the only way this fairy wouldn't be helpful is if it was the weapon fairy. Even then, it's got some utility in here, as it would help me fight my way through alive, but it's not the biggest deal compared to having healing. Or if I, once again, got the key fairy that I keep mentioning and all that. Because you'll notice, with the healing, we're walking through this just fine. Now, I don't know if I can actually kill this thing. Oh yeah, it's like a boo. And I don't appear to be able to hit it, so that's an issue. I think I need to have this thing follow me, though. Like it's like a Phanto situation. You gotta have him chase you through. Yeah, because he's one of the few things that can cross from screen to screen, so he must be meant to follow me. I need to bait him back down here. So there must be something with 100 eyes that I need to bring him to, then, since he's got one eye. Oh, there it is. There's the 100-eyed one. And he does appear to still be following me, so that's good. I just need to hang out here till One Eye gets here. So this appears to be doing nothing but making my life miserable, so I'm confused. I also broke something with the pedestal. I'm not really sure what. How am I gonna die? Okay, I need to get out of here. So clearly I misunderstood something. The reason why I was running back through is I was going to go reread the tablet without leaving first. But I ended up getting into way too bad a situation at that point, so I did not dare keep trying. Because we had the protection, but I think I burnt it before having reached a safe point. So, it would not have continued to help. Let's try that again. I don't know why I keep reflexively going over there when I know the path I need to take. I don't think I can get any more health extensions either, otherwise I'd go get them as well. Because considering we died even with having the benefit of a fairy in there. Well, we didn't die, but we were going to die. I feel like we are in a bit of a rough situation. Which, not having a fairy is kind of solved by just doing this part more carefully. Though in some ways it's kind of impossible to do this carefully, because as you can see, inevitably you kind of, like, tap one of these ceiling saws. Or you get bullied by a goddamn bat. Being bullied by a bat's the Joker's job, damn it. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm gonna be smarter this time, and I have an idea. Since most likely we do have to be pursued through here by that thing, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go clear the path first. Then activate this guy. Then run back over there and figure out what's what. Because as far as I can tell, that pedestal didn't do anything. So the only thing I can think of is this sucks and I have to go back and forth. Like, I need to bait that guy all the way down to the 1,000-eyed thing and then come back again. Because that seems like the exact kind of dirty trick this would do. And I'd go reread the tablet, but that'll spawn him. So we'll hold off on that idea until I've cleared my way through here. So I don't need to worry about the guys down there at all. Yeah, but see, the pedestal's gone, or it's not currently there. The pedestal may only exist when the other guy's here. I feel like this is just a puzzle involving both of them. Okay, I can't get that over there. Because he is currently undamageable. I was gonna throw a bomb at him to determine that, and then, well, you saw what happened with the bomb. Now, the fact that we're already half health is not ideal. But we do have an extra 32 health, so... might be okay, might not. Hard to say. The one-eyed and the 100-eyed shall appear. Return with the one-eyed, and the 100-eyed shall lose its strength. Beyond that lies everything. You see, it says return with the one-eyed, and that's where I was drawing the assumption that I needed to go and come back. I also don't need to keep him close to me, so I can just run. I thought I needed to keep him on screen. Turns out you absolutely do not. So, running. Yep, there's the pedestal again. That was a purposeful bat hit. Hi, Spooky. Bye, Spooky. So yeah, he's not that bad when you come to the realization you don't need to keep him close. These ladders kind of suck. And... aha! Oh, he changed colors. I'm going to assume I can hurt him now, then. What? Do I need to lead him all the way back through again? Or do I have to hurt him while his eyes open? It's the only way I could... If you're wondering why I have so much trouble with the cycling, it's because I keep hitting the wrong shoulder button. L1 and 2 is my sub-weapons, and... no, L and R1 are my sub-weapons, and the 2s are main weapons, and I keep getting that reversed. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. So damaging him while his eye is open isn't the answer. So I have to assume then I have to bring him all the way back across now that he's faster. But I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna safety heal. I know this is making this take a lot longer, but... I don't dare get most of the way through that and then die, because then we'd have to redo it anyway. And that would just be damned inconvenient. Let's see. Okay, once more, correctly this time. Because I at this point assume that I have the right idea, because we're running out of options. And remember, whenever you've exhausted all the sensible options, whatever's left must be correct. No matter how ridiculous. Wait, there's a fairy. And I can't jump back up through, so bear with me. Gotta go back through this stupid place because I reflexively jumped through the gap without checking to see if the fairy was there yet. This is when it's not even going to be a healing fairy. Okay, good. At least it was still a healing fairy. She does heal kind of slowly, which is unfortunate, but... Oh, nice. We might actually get through without getting sawed on the upper... Nope, never mind. I need to not say those things. I know better. But at least we're here with full health. I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, clear their way. So him being at full size, so he has the drain ability is a problem. He at least can be killed in that size, so that's fine. I can't get rid of the other one that's in the middle of the path, which is kind of unfortunate, but... we might be able to get him on the backswing. I just needed enough room cleared that I can make that work. I don't need to get rid of everything. Because even if the bats get me, they're not that big a deal. Okay, good, he did shrink. Stabbity. Stabbity death. Okay. So we have a mostly clear path to run Eyeball Boy back and forth. I see that you see me. Goodbye. Speed. Hey. Stop it. There's also a second or so while he's reopening his eye and moving, so you can kind of slow him down a little bit that way too, it seems. And I have massively fucked up. But it looks like even if he's off screen, if you're looking in his direction, he doesn't move? Question mark? So I would have assumed he would have arrived before that. Okay, I kind of want to actually bait him further over. Not quite that far, but that's fine. Down here's also okay. Just tank through the horse. Go, 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 go. I'm gonna let him get here, because in hindsight I want him to actually be in the room when I trigger the next bit. Because having him in front of me when I go to pass is gonna be a problem, because you don't know where he's gonna be stuck. If you, like, abandon him off screen somewhere over further to your right as you're trying to go that way. There we go. So now you are damageable? No. Yeah, he sure isn't damageable. Are you the one I can hurt? Yes, okay. But you do have to be hurt while your eyes open, so I'm kind of screwed on that deal. Got him. You're blinking blue. Is this actually hurting you? Or do I have to get in there and hit you with melee? Which will be risky. Shield might block your attacks? Yeah, that's still making him flash blue. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I checked. You have to use one of 3 specific weapons to hurt him. One of which being the axe, thankfully. Because our axe is quite good. And now we got a heal, so we're good. Everything's fine. And this finally gives us access to the correct entrance of the Shrine of the Mother. Mother of all goddamn bats, apparently. Only the chosen may proceed. Well, I've chosen to be the one who proceeds, so... suck it up, game. I'm going where I want. Okay, we're up in the top. Well, good job, me. Way to go. Proud of you. Endlessness and dimensions. Tiamat distorts the two laws with her strong powers. Take note that this is Amphisbaena's wedge right there. There's a wedge for each boss around in here in places. Also take note of that pillar that went down very, very fast. That too will be important in the future. They kind of expect you to have most of the weapons by now, if not all of them. So expect them to be putting enemies in positions where you have to use the other weapons in order to proceed. Yep, that sure is a human skeleton hanging from the wall. That's an item behind a pedestal. Keep that in mind. Monkey! Okay. Ow. The mother holds the power of life. This power shows itself when the soul is shattered. This is the secret treasure of life. Baphomet's wedge. Okay. We're in V's room, as you can see from the eye there. Okay, I need to... Oh, right. He does lightning. Okay. I got spooked when I heard the lightning right as I was opening the menu there. We need to quickly swap on... Map Street. Turn Mikiri off for a second. Squirt, what do you want? Not something I need to worry about at the second. Don't leave the mouse there. It's going to make that pop up and annoy me. Okay, now as you can see, we need the thing here. I also need this fairy so that I might live. I might need to leave the room and come back for the statue to appear, because I don't see a statue in here. Other than the one with the wings. Maybe that is the one I need, because there's nothing else in here. Oh yeah, makes sense. Put it on the shoulders, yeah. Okay, so now that's removed the walls. I was only questioning it because of the fact that it said that you needed to have used the thing first. But I guess it's you having used it at all works. Behold the Shrine of the Mother. This is where the Mother sleeps. And now we have proper access to this area. There's also this guy hanging out. Well, we just saved, so hi. Yeah, it's Beelzebub. It turns into flies. And that was the platform we couldn't get past before, because you have to walk on it to make it break. So yeah, that's a thing as well. Oof. Can't read that. But now, we have access in and out of here from the Chamber of Extinction as well. What I'm gonna quickly go do is go to the Endless Corridor's other door into here. Now, the skull walls should be gone, and go learn to read. That thing I've been trying to do for the past hour. Which, you know, learning to read in like an hour or so is probably a lot better than most, so I can't complain too loudly. But, you know, it is still a great inconvenience. As you'll notice, we actually can get around in here now. Look to the weapon in thy hand. The key to the awakening lies within. We now know how to read. As you'll notice, it's written twice. That's because our translator is putting the la-mulanese into English for us. This is dangerous. But I do believe we also want the thing we get from doing this. I believe doing both of these opens that chest. Sure does. The Death Seal. Not the last seal, but certainly some would consider death to be the final. A little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and top off my health in celebration of what we've accomplished. Could also go buy bullets if I want to, because I have enough money. Still, that has cracked everything wide open, I believe. I'm pretty sure that was the linchpin that was holding a lot of what I was trying to do back at this point, so that's fantastic. I am almost willing to say I think we're actually almost in basically an endgame at this point. We might have actually been there already, but I would say getting access to the Shrine of the Mother would be the big key there. Because for those wondering, yes, that is in fact the last frontside area. There are no more. Or I don't think. Because the Chamber of Birth is a backside area. Which you'll notice we're still missing a few of those in comparison. But I think there's only one actual zone we haven't been to now? And that's because we still can't go there? Or at least I don't know of any way to get there. Other than through something that I can't do right now. Where do I want to go from here, though? There was a seal we could pop open now that we have the Death Seal. That was back up top in here. Because we just passed it on our way down here to get the dragon statue thing taken care of. I believe it was up here. So it might not be reachable from where we were. Now there it is. I gotta climb up though because the block is in the way. And I got kicked in the face. Can confirm, don't recommend that. Land watched over by the 8 spirits. Wow. Not sure what that was for. Because that kind of just gave us access to the ladder? That might have been pointless. Not sure. The world may never know. Oh yeah, this is Tiamat's wedge here. Looks fairly human, doesn't it? Yeah, these guys can climb ladders, so we'll just wait for that. There we go. Pegasus, that thing. We were born of this land. We were the 7th born. Gradually, the mother was forgotten. Bahamut's wedge. Ow. When this land awakens, a wall will appear here. This is the wall of your calling. Those who lend their power must use all their strength to open it. Yeah, now that we can read la-mulanese, we can actually translate the rest of the puzzles in the game and actually start being able to understand things and make sense of things. Let's see. Let me go explain a thing over here, now that we can read it. Because, as I mentioned, there's the one tablet over here that was the linchpin of what we were trying to do before. A great treasure lies within this land, the device that creates life. We, the seventh children, were born from it. Then we departed for the sake of the mother's dream. Because that's what we're looking for, is a means to create life. Or at least an item that holds the key to creating life. Because we need to put it somewhere. Specifically, we actually need to take it to the Chamber of Birth and put it somewhere in there. As you might imagine, a thing that creates life needs to go to the place where life is created. As I once again get bullied by bats. Jesus. I really should go get the thing that protects me from bats. Because there is an item that protects you from bats. And it would make me so much happier. I keep forgetting that this loops back around to the entrance of this place. You'll also notice the Gate of Illusion is very small. Like, it just seems huge and confusing because of how much of it loops in on itself. Like, it is completely designed just to mess with you the entire time, which is, the idea of illusions, after all, is confusing people. Okay. I know there's still things I can do here, but I'm questioning whether I can do it, since we walked all over this place before, but there are other signs we can read now, I think, in here, that might lend some light on what I'm missing here. Bitch. That chest down there's a trap, by the way. That one will explode. It respawns and reshuts itself. That's why I know for a fact that that one explodes. Because I fell for it for demonstration purposes before, and it is back now. Gonna quickly scope the place out and make sure there's not a sign somewhere that I didn't read. Yep, there's one. Back here at the beginning. 11 children guard Tiamat's room. There, the Holy Grail is rendered powerless. That is important to remember. When you are in Tiamat's area, which is the area we're missing, you cannot warp out until she's dealt with. You are stuck there. Well, I believe you can manually walk in and out still, but you can't use the Grail. The Grail is rendered moot. I also walked in a complete circle because I'm smart like that sometimes. I got distracted talking about what I was explaining. It's fine. Where does this door lead? Right, this place. Right. Don't really want to be here right now. There's two very different things I should be working on right now. One, I could go grab a couple more of the mantras I know how to get, I'm pretty sure. But we can't use them yet because we don't have an item to actually use the mantras. I should be focusing on going and getting the key of the thing I was talking about involving life. Which I'm just going to quickly double check. It is reliant on... Yeah, it is reliant on that area we were just in. Okay, that's why I kept looping and not accomplishing anything. I forgot I need to enter from a specific room. I need to come in from another area. Which is almost always where I go awry with this, is I forget that I need to access a place from a different place. Because not all parts of each of these areas is accessible from every door. More to the point, not always accessible from the Grail point. That's not the right door. Still don't have the map for this place either. This is another place where we can read a lot more information now that we can read la-mulanas as well. Yes, yes, you're upset that your pet is dead. Too bad for you. I don't think this is the Gate of Illusion door, but it might be. Yes, it is. Okay. This is the part we haven't been in very often, and this is where I need to be. In fact, I think this is actually the room where I need to do all the pots at once, too. Since there's no longer bats upsetting me. Let me take a look around before I commit to that. But I'm pretty sure this is the room I need to break all the pots in. Wisdom is buried within the wall. Hold high the emblem of proof, before the palace guarded by Hell's gatekeeper. Glowing letters will shine through the darkness. The wisdom is in fact the virtual wise man, the keeper of the mantra. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that this is the room I need to use that in. Let me start on the right and go around, actually. Because getting these two is probably going to be the part that takes the longest. It would help immensely if I didn't fuck up the jump. Damn it! I kept getting stuck. Now, it also helps immensely if you have that thing I was talking about before that makes you break things in one hit, because then you just go tap, 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 tap. It is entirely possible to do it with needing to hit them multiple times. I just needed to not be facing the wrong way when I fell off of there, because I could have just flailed in the correct direction. But it's fine. We'll come back to that idea in a moment. Because that is reset just by leaving the area, thankfully. But I need to go get my Lamp of Time refilled, so that's more of an issue. So, Lamp of Time spots might be on Yagyu Map Street? Not sure. We did that already, I think, so I don't need to do that. So I guess quickly away I go to heal for one, and for two to recharge the lamp. As much of an inconvenience as this ends up being. Now, I will say, I don't have all of the energy in the world today, so I'm probably not going to go too awful much longer. It's probably going to only be like another half an hour to an hour. Which is still going to be ending early compared to normal, I know, but we also started 2 hours early today. To make sure we could line everything up with everybody. So, that's a whole thing. Onward and upward. Right, I can't get there the way I want to. I need to go here. Brain immediately rejected the idea of needing to come back in here. Thankfully, it's very quick to get here. Oh, right. I know why it rejected that idea, because I don't have the lamp charged yet. Fool. You damned fool. Fool of a toque. And if I just stuck to my guns when I was here the first time, we would have been at the Lamp of Time thing immediately last time we were here. So I was pretty sure I was right. But I had doubts, and I let the doubts win. Don't do that. Don't let doubt win. Doubt lies. Doubt is an insidious son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, I actually wouldn't have been able to do it when I did it the first time anyway, because I broke that pot reflexively down there anyway. Right, right. Now, since I'm going to be freezing time, technically I don't need to deal with the bats, but I also need them to not be frozen in the way. And the only reason I'm not starting with the pots on the left is I'm worried I'm going to get stuck in there and not be able to jump up out quick enough to get these pots over here instead. Because it's just a simple double jump to get up and out of here. I just need to not fuck it up. Ah! So close. I might actually need the one-hit option for that. I was 90% sure it's possible. It just may be tighter than my ability to jump allows, so... Where was the thing that lets me break pots immediately, though? 'Cause I think it is possible to go get that, I just didn't. And I now need to go figure out where it was. So I know what it is, I just need to figure out where it is. Which is thankfully going to be a quick enough matter, it's just going to take a second. I gotta scroll to the right thing. I've got a lot of pages open. Not that one. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I just need to go buy it. Okay. That's easy. I don't know why. I think I just literally couldn't be bothered to do it. Then again, it's also here, and I don't like this place. So that's probably a big part of why. Okay, it's in that. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G... Oh. It's the room literally right above my head, huh? Okay. Yeah, because it's up here, and I think we came up here like once, didn't have the money, and then I never bothered to come back here again. So there we go. Now we have the bracelet. Now I can unhit break pots. See? Ta-da! I break thing. I break thing. Yeah. Literally that easy to go grab. Just didn't think of it. Welcome to 90% of la-mulana. Like, oh hey, yeah, there's an easy thing you could have went and got. Well, where is it? I don't remember. That also fills out another slot there. We're missing just 5 passive items now. So, let's see. Back to the Temple of Moonlight. And don't get me wrong, breaking these in one hit is going to save a ton of time on that puzzle. Because it's just going to be a matter of I need to not screw up the jumps more than like twice, and we'll be good to go, basically. There we go. I wasn't quite lined up. I am glad that that's a very easy recharge point, though. Otherwise, this would be very tedious and annoying. Hindsight being 2020, when I stopped to grab an easy-to-grab thing that's going to make my life more reasonable, I should have went and got the bat protection while I was at it. Especially if they're just gonna go hang out around the pottery like jerks. Gotcha. Okay. So. Lamp. 1. 2. God damn it. Have I mentioned that this puzzle's annoying? Because this puzzle's kind of annoying. It's so easy to lose a lot of time just because you happen to walk near enough an edge that Lameza will fall for half an hour, wasting everyone's time. Just like one tiny tap of the button too much and you're just SOL. Which, like I said, at least it's a quick reset, but just like, eh. At this point, it may actually be smarter to start on the other side. But that jump is still the trickier one, so I don't really like that idea. God damn it, I got my head stuck again. Ah! It's so frustrating, because you're literally, like, one move away every time. But I either overjump just a tiny bit, or I underjump, or I bang my head into something, and we waste everyone's time yet again, as a direct result of one tiny mistake. It's so frustrating. Like, this is definitely a situation I would be using save states for, just for sanity's sake. Because it is a pointless trip every time. It doesn't take long, but it is utterly superfluous to have to run over there to refill the lamp every time. Just for sake of this puzzle's purposes. There we go. Did I screw up somehow still? Or was that the wrong room? I feel like I should have heard a noise when that happened. Well, the pot stayed gone. If they stay gone when I leave the area and come back, then I know... No, they're back now. Hang on. Did I screw up somewhere? Oh. I got ahead of myself. I got way ahead of myself. I did a completely different step of the process. Basically, I did the puzzle, but I didn't activate the puzzle before I did it. So now it doesn't count. I hate everything. This is what you get for only having partial knowledge. Because I remembered that that puzzle was a thing, and as soon as I saw a room with that many pots in it, it was obvious that that was the one I needed to do it in. But there is something I need to do first. Oh, there's many things I need to do first, really. One of which is have a brain. Ah. Okay. Okay, I need to go back up there. I fucked up again. Can I get back there from here? No, I cannot. Get used to me looping around a lot for this part, because boy, does the Gate of Illusion love looping. And I'm gonna need to go recharge the Lamp of Time again as well. We'll worry about that after I've activated this whole stupid system here. This is why guides are handy for games like this, because otherwise, imagine how long it would have taken me to figure out the situation here. This jump is tight enough already. I do not need bats as well, damn you. So you know how I said I thought we did this already? We didn't. Because if you look closely, on the left, you'll see blood. I believe that's the wrong question I need to interact with. Before I go crazy trying to get there, let me make sure I'm not barking up the wrong tree. I am barking at the wrong tree. That blood is a lie. And once again, the mechanics of the game swindle me. Because I did not intend for him to move forward without jumping, but the game interpreted the command to move before it understood my command to jump. So, unfortunately, Lemeza stepped off to his doom. Now, it is entirely possible I pressed the buttons in the wrong order, but my mind is telling me, no, I absolutely pressed them in the right order, which could easily be a lie. But yeah, this wall's breakable, which leads to this. Stray fairy predicting the secret of life. Yes, the day has come to create life again. Tell me what to do. You who possess vast wisdom and courage should know you should be able to see what I cannot. Please free me from the secret of life. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm not sure what the hell you mean with that. Okay, there's gonna be tablets in another room. Specifically the one underneath us. And there went chat again. There they are. The grieving bird cast a spell without the mother's knowledge, so the mistakes would not be repeated, and the cycle of sadness would end. The large bird cast a spell. Should the bird die, the spell shall break, and the pillar of light shall disappear. I leave this behind and pass it down in the same state of mind as the bird with the face. The wandering lizard cast off the light. Unable to bear it, he cast it off. The light he cast off was the light of his spirit. Lamenting his ugly appearance, he cast it off. When the light returns to the lizard, the pillar of light will disappear. I leave this behind and pass it down, because I understand how the lizard felt. What is this banging I'm hearing? Hang on. I'm hearing weird noises again. Probably just neighbors, but I'll check. Be right back. was, but there was nothing around, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. That is a future problem. Okay. The shining pillars are the child's feelings, the glowing feelings of the dancing child. The reason that the feelings shine lie in a very strange treasure. A wonderful treasure that is weak, yet unbending. If this treasure disappears, if everything disappears all at once, the child will be saddened and his spirit will cloud over. I leave this behind and pass it down to preserve the child's spirit. Now you'll notice the obvious statue that we were in front of in the room next to us, and the 5 circles. Makes it very obvious how that one works, doesn't it? Is 5 circles, 5 pots. Ta-da! That's why that one I remembered, because that one's very simple. The other 2 are going to be a little bit of a mystery to me, I think. Is the grieving bird with the face that I need to get rid of. And I think the wandering lizard is related to the other one. Just had a weird lump up here in my throat. Hang on. Felt almost like I needed to throw up for a moment there. I'm not sure what was going on with that. I think I'm okay. Not sure. That is sadly not an uncommon thing for me, though it has become less common, thankfully. Anyway, back on task. Okay. The listing I was looking at was correct for how these puzzles work. Just a matter of, it doesn't matter what order you do them in. You just need to do them. Why am I trying to slip my way through here when I can literally just warp out, since I need to go get the Lamp of Time refilled anyway? Hopefully everyone out there is doing well. And the chat disconnects are not being too big an inconvenience for anyone. I don't know what's going on with that, but if I missed anything because of them, do let me know. Because it'll be easy to tell if I didn't respond to something. Yeah, it seems to happen across the board when it does happen. Which is why I'm very confident that it's an issue on Twitch's side. I've also heard people complaining about issues like that the last day or two. So I would not be surprised in any respect if it's not just a mistake they made somewhere, causing widespread issues. That is true. And welcome in Chaos. Hope you're doing well. It's also normal that I bonked my head right before I finished that puzzle. And we have to do it for the 50th time today. And to think, I went through all of that to do it, and then now here I am redoing it. What do you know? Endless loop. Endless loop. That's fine. He can stay there. I wasted a lot of time this time, though, which could come back to bite me. Ah! I don't know if that counted, because that one was like a split second away and it didn't make the sound. So I think that didn't count. All because, once again, I fumbled just the tiniest bit. But I did learn that I can pass through the hand. I thought the hand was solid. So that's good information to have for doing this. Yeah, I was pretty sure I remembered that. It's been too long since I've done it. And I know there's a couple things that can be a little weird about giving you Shellhorn indication, so I didn't want to guarantee that. Of course, I bonked my head trying to take a shortcut. Son of a bitch. Yep, that one was SOL from the moment I bonked my head. I should have just not even bothered. Such a tedious puzzle. Doing it over and over and over again until you lose your damn mind. Of course, I lost that a long time ago, so it doesn't really matter. Lost that back when I decided this was a good idea to do in the first place. That part on the left is such a pain. It's so easy to just end up one step too far to one side. You have to correct, then you'll end up overcorrecting, and it just turns into a whole nuisance. Like, I felt like that one was gonna work, and then fumble. I might just be too tired to do this properly at this point. How did... Come on, game. Really? That didn't count either? And I screwed up again. Really? I'm just gonna go back. There's no point in even waiting the timer out. Because that ain't gonna happen. If there was an award for tedious puzzles, this game still wouldn't get any of them because there's worse ones out there, but ugh. I am getting very annoyed with this puzzle at this point. And I know most of it's my own fault. Don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming the game for my problems here, as much as I'm angry at it anyway. I understand that it is my execution that is the problem here. But this is still very upsetting. Lameza. God damn it! I'm so glad the air control gets better in the second one. Because sometimes you just cannot turn around, and it is the worst thing. Like, I know how the mechanic works. I know touching a wall allows you to turn around, but... sometimes you just expect to be able to move, and you just can't. And that is half of what is killing me on this puzzle. Is needing to be able to move in a way that I just cannot. To do it the way that I'm trying to do it. Which, again, is my own fault. I know that. But that is a simple case of trying to move in ways that other games have previously enabled me to move. Not how this game allows you to move. Okay. Once again, just that tiny little bit. That's all it needs. And if he could just turn around when I'm falling there. Because you'll notice, these are reachable from here. He just needs to turn around. But since I keep falling off facing to the right, I can't get him to turn around. And I keep turning too quickly. So I end up falling every time. Like, I know exactly what I'm doing wrong and what's going wrong with this. I just cannot get my hands to stop doing the same thing. And it is driving me insane. So if anyone is frustrated by it, trust me, you're not the only one. And that's the problem. Because it's very easy to end up just short on that instead. Which is why I keep ending up doing the same thing again and again. Maybe I should go to the ground straight away on that side and then jump straight up. But the thing is, I have to have the distance just right still, either way. We're stuck with the same problem of having to have the exact right distance. Which, actually, isn't this slightly longer? Hang on, I might have an idea. Because if I'm remembering right and the Keyblade is ever so slightly longer, that might solve our problems. Problem is, it's not as strong, but it doesn't matter for the pots. I'm gonna test it before using up the Lamp of Time charge. Yes, it's a tiny bit longer. So technically that could work. Like, it is, I think, like a single pixel longer, but that's all we were missing by, so that might actually win the day. And I've been lining up horizontally with things anyway. And don't get me wrong, hindsight's been kicking me about the hitting the lower pot but not the upper pot when I could just go underneath said upper pot the entire time. But that's just not been how my reflexes are working it, so I'm working with my reflexes rather than fighting them is the idea behind using the Keyblade. Got it. Which, in the end, didn't matter which one I used, but it's fine. The idea was there, and the idea was theoretically going to be helpful. I'm just glad that puzzle's solved now. Now, it is worth noting for anybody specifically interested in this game, I will most likely not be playing it again until next week, because we have too many other things lined up. Hi. I'm gonna deal with you later. I'm missing a lot of health. You are a future problem. Right. Which I admittedly did not think of sub-weapons. Because I was thinking in terms of what would break them in one hit, and do sub-weapons break them in one with that item, or is it only main weapons that break in one? Because I have plenty of spears. I could have just rained spears and called it good. I think I'm like sitting on like 50 of those. Yeah. So I could have just rained those, but again, brain got kind of caught in a lock on that one. Stubbornness took hold and just went, no, we're gonna do it this way. And stubbornness is the host of much stupidity. Okay. I could not remember, because it's not been something I've needed to think about. Because that's pretty much the only time you'd really need to worry about that much. Yeah, that makes sense. And if you're using guns on pottery, you have too many bullets. Something's very wrong. I went the wrong way, in case people are wondering why I went down and then immediately turned around. I got my directions mixed up. Yep, there he is. Yeah. Which, the randomizer for this is very interesting. I guess I can just throw things at him and call it good. No, I can't. So I either wait for him to come around, or I go over there. He does come up to the laser, so I can just wait and let him come back where I can reach him. If he ever decides to come over here again. There we go. I'm assuming I needed to kill him. But a sound didn't go off, so I'm gonna assume I fucked up. Oh, no, I did fuck up. Okay. Because he's supposed to block the beam. But he stops at it. So... Well, I should say he's supposed to die to the beam. It mentions something about a yellow block, which I think I dealt with already. Actually, unless... Oh, wait, no. That. It's a different beam of light. That's where the confusion's coming from. Okay. But, hang on. Oh, no, I see what I need to do. I just need to be quick. Okay. Understood. So you move that out of his way, and then he'll come down and destroy himself. No. Over here, stupid. Quit burning me and seek the light, you bastard. There we go. Word choices are problems sometimes. Okay, so that's all of the bits aside from defeating the bird with the face, which I'm gonna go heal before I do. Is we certainly ain't taking that with the health we have right now. And after we do all of that, I'll probably stop for the day, because my stomach is starting to get even grumpier. And I don't really want to push my luck. Why did I go here? I have no reason to go here. Yeah, for context, I do know the whole process of the game, and I do know most of the puzzles, but it's old enough information that my memory is failing me many times, many ways. Which is why I've been allowing myself the guides and everything, to make myself not waste everyone's time completely forgetting things and looping endlessly. It was the most balanced way I could think of to handle that, since I already knew things. If it was completely blind, I would just suffer and accept that. But since it isn't, there's no point in suffering that much, because it's not going to be that entertaining for long. It'd be much of the similar case if I was going to do the randomizer, honestly, because a little bit of information goes a long way in case you forget something. Do I have a Lamp of Time charge? I do not. If I had a charge in the Lamp of Time, I would have just froze this and pummeled it and called it good. I also don't have any flares. That's an inconvenience. So the legs don't count as a hitbox, because of course they don't. It's gotta be the head. Okay. Okay, good. Good. I'm gonna go get a Lamp of Time charge. So I'm not dealing with that. Not in any fair capacity. There's no point. Fair fights are for suckers. Now, it is also worth noting, while I'm doing this last thing before I wrap up, we are going to be going back to normal schedule after, or today, because we don't currently have another day planned for collabing with that group or anything. So there's no reason for me to be starting early after today. I hit it too friggin' early. I have a plan. Damn it. Well, that plan was working. I just need to not be so quick on the draw, and then we'll be fine. This is very much a matter of I just want to be done with that bit. And that's getting me in trouble. We still don't have the Temple of the Moon map either, because I just didn't go get it, I think. I'm not even sure where exactly in there it is, but I'm not worried about it. It's not a map that really matters to me. If it even has a map now that I think about it. I assume it has a map. Everything should have a map. I don't know. Doesn't much matter. too much of a rush. I'm gonna die like an idiot. There we go. Oh, shit. Why am I like this? Because I don't think that counted now. I think I have to go do that again. Why did I move? I just needed to stay still. I just needed to goddamn stay still. But no, I wanted to move. Sometimes I wonder about my brain. I wonder if it really exists. I'm gonna go preemptively go get another Lamp of Time charge, just in case I do need to do that again. So I'm assuming since there was no sound and it didn't play a dying animation because I fell off the screen before time unfroze for it to die, I'm gonna assume I screwed that up. Which I've been on a roll of for the past, like, 20 minutes, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, it's dead. I'm gonna just stay still like a sensible person this time. The money falls, but I don't care. The entire point of that was getting the puzzle done. Which now involves me going back up, so I don't know why the hell I just did that. But it's fine. It's not a far trip. Everything's fine. The important bit is that the puzzles are done. This is when I find out I can't warp away and have them count, and I'm just going to scream. Okay, good. It's still gone. And now there's pedestals. Ta-da! Yep, your work here is done. And now they're gone. The words Cog of the Soul are written beneath the circular carving. Because that's what we just got. The Cog of the Soul, which allows us to activate the things that look like this in other places. But, as I said, after I got that, I was going to wrap up. So we're done here, or for now. I will go find us a raid target, and we will be done with the day. I know it's kind of a rushed thing, but I don't know if my stomach's going to get further unstable, so I really don't want to risk it. So I don't know why it's acting up either, so I'm going to find somebody for us to go to, and then go figure that out, is the idea. So let's see. Still lots of people doing Baldur's Gate, so I'm not going to go to that because I intend to experience that myself at some point. And it's not like spoilers would be that much of an issue, but it's also everywhere. So I've got two choices. No, they're doing Tears of the Kingdom, and I don't really want to see that right now either, so... I don't know how long they're going to keep going for, so let me check right quick. I want to make sure that they're not literally about to end when I go to pop over. How long have you been live? Yeah, they seem to be actively playing, so they'll probably be live for a bit longer yet. And that is certainly a fun game to watch, so we will go over there. So, thank you all for taking the time to be here for both parts of what today was. Like I said, I'll be splitting this VOD up for YouTube, so expect the Ember Knights section of the VOD will almost certainly go up tomorrow. I don't know if I'll put the la-mulana part of it up tomorrow or if I'll wait and put it up Thursday morning. That way it's split up. I'll basically decide that on the fly, so just kind of keep your eyes open on that. The YouTube channel is, of course, linked on the About page, like everything else. Thursday, we'll be going back to Command Mission. I assume it's probably going to be at least one other session after the one coming up before we finish that game, probably, at the rate it's moving. Especially if I end up doing another short session of it. Friday, I might be doing something with Xeno again, because we were talking about it, we just hadn't nailed down what we're doing. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow / potentially today. Then Saturday, I think I still need to figure something out for Saturday as well, because I didn't actually commit to anything for that. It might end up being Mega Man X2. It depends on if I really want to deal with that after the way X1 ended it for us. That was a whole thing. I'll get that raid timer started before I ramble on too much further. But yeah, those are the things you have to expect this week, and yeah, that just about is the size of it. We're gonna go see Jatsu playing Untitled Goose Game. They're good people. You'll be nice to them. I will see you all on Thursday. Have a good one, and goodbye.